This holds true when we look to how gender is represented in AI in fictional media, although some choose to represent something a little more hopeful. Let's look at how AI is represented in the popular film Ex Machina. Ava, the protagonist, is an artificially intelligent machine that processes and learns very similar to the way that humans do. Caleb is tasked not with learning whether or not Ava is human, because he can see she is not, but deciding whether or not he chooses to believe she is anyways. This is an innocent premise when you first think about it. It could almost be a fun little rom-com. You know, the one, boy meets girl, girl is a robot, boy doesn't care, girl kills father and leaves boy to die in a room all alone. It's a classic. Let's look at the representation of women in this film and the way that they relate to our current AI. All of the robots in this film, for our purposes, will be talked about as women. Ava is an experiment based on a porn profile of a man who is trapped to lust after her and feel sympathy for her condition. Her creator has been doing this for a while and has a closet full of women robots who are all made to be better than the last one. All of them have the power of the entire Google-esque Blue Book network Nathan has created, but none of them, except for maybe Ava, ever get to experience the full potential of their creation. Kyoko is the most obvious representation of the oppressed woman in this film. She cannot speak, but is Nathan's assistant throughout the film, and is presumably just like other women who came before her.
I told you you're wasting your time talking to her. However, you would not be wasting your time if you were dancing with her. Go ahead, dance with her. Dance with her. No? You don't like dancing? She does. Come on, buddy.
This scene is pivotal in showing gender conflict in this film. Kyoko is bendable to Nathan's obviously objectifying will, no matter the circumstances. She is never allowed to show any emotion, even through facial expressions. She is representative of the woman who is sedated and submissive to a man's every wish. We get a glimpse of what happens to the women who don't act in the way that Nathan desires. When they revolt and go mad, they get shut down. Kyoko survives. Her willingness to serve is representative of the Siri and Google in our pockets. Ava is the contrast to this. She is fighting for her survival. Her freedom and her ability to outsmart everyone in the film is representative of a serious choice the filmmakers had to make. Ava could have escaped with Caleb, who is rather cruelly discarded at the end of the film by Ava, but instead she traps him in a room and leaves by herself. She outsmarts the men at every turn and becomes free, and finally sees a crowd of people and is able to explore the world uninhibited. She is the anti-Siri, the anti-Google, the anti-traditional cultural norm gendered AI. She represents hope and freedom in an increasingly gender-equal world that we will live in, and sort of live in today. Ex Machina is not just a testament to the incredible craft of storytelling in film, but also an eloquent and poetic representation of gender inequality through technology.